I don't know how many of you are old enough to remember this, but America used to be a frickin' democracy. A democracy. And it just isn't anymore. And I realized that recently when I was talking to my friend about dinosaurs. Now, what I mean by democracy is that we could all agree or to disagree on things, and there wasn't one correct thing. We all had opinions. And in this case, it was dinosaurs having feathers. I believe that dinosaurs had scales and not feathers. I never even heard that they had feathers before I got in this argument with my friend. He was saying, he's really into dinosaurs, and I respect that, but he was saying that dinosaurs have feathers, and I didn't agree. I said, well, what I was taught when I was growing up is dinosaurs have scales and not feathers, and they never did have feathers. They developed feathers when they turned into birds. So they weren't even dinosaurs anymore at that point. And he said, well, don't you think that dinosaurs, they might have had feathers if the chickens and other birds have feathers? Like, why would they have feathers? And I said, because they fly. They fly. So they need feathers to fly. It's more aerodynamic or whatever. And he said, well, some dinosaurs fly. And I mean, that's fine, but not all of them. Dinosaurs don't all fly. Fucking T-Rexes and Velociraptors don't fly. And he said, oh, well, penguins don't fly. Penguins don't fly, and they have feathers. And I just had to take a step back for a moment. I said, penguins evolved from birds, so of course they'll have feathers. Because birds had feathers first, generally, and they're birds. But, like I said, dinosaurs evolved into the birds, and when they evolved into the birds, they grew feathers. They didn't have feathers initially. So, essentially, dinosaurs evolved from the birds, and the penguins evolved from the birds. The feathers had nothing to do with the dinosaurs. And he got mad at me. He got mad at me. He said, you're obnoxious. You're being obnoxious. No, I wasn't. No, I'm not. I just have an opinion, asshole. I have an opinion on a subject that should be opinionated. I believe what I believe, and you believe what you believe. I might think you're wrong, you might think I'm wrong, but the important thing is we can agree to disagree on anything. And that includes what dinosaurs had in their skin. I think they had scales. He thinks they have feathers. We should just let it be like that. But no, he kept arguing. He kept saying I'm an idiot, called me obnoxious. This kind of relates to the whole political spectrum we have today. Democrats and Republicans. See, I see myself more as a Republican in this scenario. I like the old way. I like when dinosaurs had scales, when we all agreed on that. I like how America used to be. He's more of a Democrat, a liberal, because he wants to ruin everything and say dinosaurs had feathers, which doesn't make any fucking sense. But I respect that. But he can't respect me. So that's what's fucked up about it. Think about it like this. Donald Trump, love him or hate him, he would have agreed with me on dinosaurs having scales. He would have said something like, dinosaurs had scales. They don't have scales. Yep, something like that. Biden would have said, oh, well, dinosaurs had feathers. They had feathers, and there's nothing we can do about that. He would have said something like that. And he's old, He's really old, and he's crazy. And honestly, the whole feathers thing is crazy. So that's why I think that he would say that. And Trump, love him or hate him, he's not crazy. He's kind of a normal guy. Say what you want about rich people and politicians, but they are human. It's really fucked up because as a kid, I really loved dinosaurs. And, as a kid, I really thought I knew everything about them. I was obsessed. I had a hyperfixation, as some of you may call it today, you younger folk. I'd like to bring on a close friend of mine, and not the friend who I disagreed with. That guy is dead to me now. And you could say, dinosaurs are dead too. But one of them survived, and his name is Tracy. This is Tracy. Say hi to Tracy, everyone. Hi guys. I'm Tracy, I'm the dinosaur. So, Tracy, do you have feathers? What? What? No. Look at me. I got scales. I have scales. That's right, Tracy, you have scales and not feathers. Can you fucking imagine a Triceratops with feathers? I can't. Shut up, Tracy. Oh, sorry. It's okay. Tracy, what do you think of dinosaurs, having feathers? I think it's ridiculous. I think it's the most stupid thing anyone could think. Alright? No one should think that because it's just factually incorrect. Scientifically, I wouldn't need feathers because I wasn't really that cold. My friend also brought up that dinosaurs might have needed feathers because they were so cold all the time. Tracy, did you guys have the sun when you guys were alive? Yeah, we had the sun. The sun was always a thing. Was it warm? Yeah, it was pretty hot every day. So, did you need feathers to stay warm? No, the sun kept us warm. So that pretty much speaks for itself. Maybe you could sing us a song, Tracy? I know you're a big musical theater geek. You just do it. Just do it. It's okay. It's really okay. It's really okay. I love you. It's gonna be okay. No one's gonna laugh at you. Just improvise a little song, okay? Okay. Dinosaurs! They didn't have feathers. We had scales. Dinosaurs didn't have feathers. We had scales. The feathers weren't there. The scales were there. We don't need feathers because we're already warm from the sun. That's pretty good. I'm gonna keep going. Oh, okay. Penguins, they have feathers because even though they don't fly, they evolved from birds. And the birds evolved from dinosaurs, but that doesn't mean the birds had the scales anymore. The birds had the feathers and the dinosaurs had the scales, and that's okay. Love prevails. And Watergate. What? Sorry, that was not part of the song. Why'd you say that? Doesn't matter. I'm gonna keep singing. Okay. This friend of Lucy's Will. His name is Will, and he will crush beneath my feet. He will pop and crush and smush beneath my big dinosaur toes. That was beautiful. That was really beautiful, Tracy. Thank you. When I think about the feathers on my body, I think that's impossible. Because I have feathers, I don't have feathers, I have scales. And how would I even grow feathers on top of scales? Did I have skin before, like humans do? Or did the scales have something to do with the feathers? I don't think so. Because how would it even grow out of the scales? They'd have to grow out of the crevices beneath the scales. Doesn't make much sense to me, does it? No, not at all. We have lots of protection from our scales. The scales keep us warm. The scales keep us warm. We don't need feathers to keep us warm. The feathers are not real, and the scales, they exist, and they keep us warm, and the sun keeps us warm. They both combine, they keep us warm. We had no issues with heat, or coolness, or the cold, or the ice age. We all survived the ice age. That's how I'm here. What? You're telling me there's more of you? Are you guys seeing this? No. You guys didn't see anything. Okay? You didn't see anything. Well, Tracy, I think that's about it, for you. I think we've had enough. Aww. Okay. That about concludes my rant about dinosaurs. They didn't have feathers. Yeah.